Welcome back, Zip Nation. It is a brand new season here, and your Akron Zips are rolling back into town with confidence, swagger, and a little unfinished business. 3 straight bowl wins, back-to-back 11-win seasons, and this program is just not surviving anymore. It is thriving and growing under Coach Eric Taylor. Junior quarterback Vincent Landry is back to lead our team, number 45 starting out this season here. He turned down the pros to come back home and lead one of the top offenses in the country. We're ranked 14th, but this year's journey won't be easy. We've got holes to patch on the defense, number 54 there, and some tough non-conference foes as we are going to, have we scheduled, as we saw, Wake Forest, number 20 in the preseason, Kentucky, and Air Force, always tricky there. They are all very good teams that we're going to be going up against. But I tell you what, can't you feel it? The buzz is in the air. The belief that maybe, just maybe, this is the year we break through and win the MAC again. And so buckle up, Zip fans, because the road to glory is going on. We're in season 9, and we're going to hit the ground running and try to win this thing and show up into that college football top 25 if we can. We had our first rankings ever last year, and we're going to see what we can do. So we're going to start with the quick passing again. They do a conservative zone. They like to pass first, so we will do this. Now, this is a good team, too, Wake Forest here. A 7-star program as well, out of the ACC still, and they are a solid team. Our depth chart looks good. I like what we've got going on here. I've already set that up. Running back's a little thin, but our offensive line is much better. The defense scares me. We're really thin on the defense, but we've got a lot of potential because we've gone back to our roots and we are recruiting potential again. So they are 2-point favorites here. This is going to be a good test for our team to see where we're at. We passed on Ohio State this year because we wanted a chance to maybe get some more wins and build up. I was a little nervous about this defense, and apparently rightfully so, because they just came down the field. Thankfully, they missed the field goal, and we're able to get things going. So we're going to start with a power read and go nowhere. And 3 and out by losing 2 yards is not an auspicious start for this season. The defense is bending a lot again. Didn't break. 3 points is all they get. So, oh my goodness, we have to try to move the ball here. And we are getting nothing going. Their defense is stifling, and they are moving down the field. Oh my goodness, guys. We can't get a thing. Can we run the ball now? Nope. How about the zone weak? Good grief. This is rough. 3rd and 6, and we get our first down. How about that? It took us a while. Finally got there. Let's try a stretch play. That doesn't work. It doesn't work again. Doesn't work. And we are struggling. This could be a bad omen if we can't get things going here. Landry, you have a offensive line in front of you now, giving you time, I thought. Let's try a deep shot, see what we can do on the outsides there. And we get nowhere and a whole lot of nothing. Held him to a field goal at least. Can we get down the field? Do something? Tight end under? Nope. Little RPO doesn't do much. Power option gets us nowhere. We see out the clock. What is going on here? 4 of 13. This is really bad. Let's make some adjustments at halftime. There we go. Already off to a good start. Moving the ball, play action pass, gets us going, and we fumble. Just as we got something going, we fumbled. That was going to be the turning point. If we got on the board there, things change. Instead, things are going rough for Coach Taylor here. This is disappointing. We've got to go for it. We're already down by so much, and we get nothing. Oh, my goodness. This was a disaster of a start. We started so much better. This is a little worrisome. Thankfully there, we did get on the board at least. But they probably have their backups in. We still can't move the ball. That's not a good sign at all. They went all over us. We could not stop them. That 10 of 23, absolutely horrible. Inexcusable, not the start we were wanting. So now, what do we do with that? That is not something good. We beat an ACC team last year in the bowl game, after coming back and scoring a lot of points. So that's a little worrisome. And we're already off to a rough start because now we've got several injuries in spots that we couldn't afford to have. Our goals: win 10 games, win against Ohio, beat Ball State, have a linebacker earn all conference. We're not going to at that rate, and have your offensive line record 75 total pancakes. I think we can hit all of these. The 10 games have me a little concerned now. That was an atrocious loss, but everybody in our division lost. Okay, well, we will come back for the Kentucky game probably, because that one is going to be one that's going to be really tough on us as well. So hopefully things turn around for us in these next few games. We're on the road a lot, though. We get to finish at home quite a bit, but we are looking for something better than that first outing. Otherwise, this could be a long, disappointing season for us. Well, here we are ready to go up against Kentucky, and the season is not turning out how we were hoping. We're 2-2. We got shellacked by Toledo after a close one against Central Michigan, found our footing against our rival Ball State, who isn't very good, though. And now we're going up against a 1-3, very dangerous team in Kentucky. They're a much better team on paper than we are. And when we look at their schedule, I mean, they've lost to Louisville, they beat Texas, they lost to Florida and Vanderbilt. This is a team that is no slouch. We've been struggling defensively a lot. Our offense is doing fine for the most part, but still not as well as we would like. We are not on path to win that 10 games at the moment unless we win a lot more. And then we've got the Ball State. We did get that win there, and we are on our way to get those pancakes. I don't doubt that one bit. But we need to turn things around here and turn them around fast because Coach Taylor's kind of looking for some trouble. So they do struggle offensively. But again, they have been going up against teams that are much, much better than our defense is. So that's going to be something to see. We've got our depth chart. We've got some guys back, but on the defensive line. But again, our defense is so thin after our starters. Our offensive line is great, but our running backs aren't there to take full advantage of them. And yeah, so I think we're a year, maybe two away from really picking things up. But it's a pick 'em game. We can see that points per game we've been better, but opponents' yards per game we've been better somehow as well. But they've been facing much better teams than we have been. They have been weak against the pass, so we're going to try to exploit that. I don't know. This is going to be a tough one for us, though. The defense is going to have to step up, and we stepped up right off the bat. Let's start with an RPO, see what that does. Okay. We picked up 4 yards. We can't, there we go. Passing the ball. That seems to be the way to go against this team. Let's try the tight end under, our bread and butter. 2nd and 3, we're close enough. 3rd and 1, we break through. Now we'll throw a little triple option at them, and I like that. 2nd and 8, let's go back to the pass. All hitches. 3rd and 2 now. Got the double hitch. I think this is calling for an option. Where's the power option? 3rd and 2, and we get through. Reed Madden with an 11-yard rush. A little play action. Try to catch him off guard. Landry scrambles for 2 yards. Now we're at 3rd and 5. On the 10, and we get through. Kyle Mitchell catches it from Vincent Landry. We're on the board, and that's a good start to this game. Unfortunately, we thought we were going to put them 3 and out again, and they massive gains, and then there they go with a 16-yard touchdown pass. That's what we've been afraid of. If we can get the lead again and get the ball back, I think we're going to go with let's do the tight end under 3rd and 5, and it doesn't work. We'll milk the clock if we can. Oh, look at that. Fumble. Emmanuel Butcher fumbles the ball. Thanks to our cornerback and Kyler Daly, who has had some big games for us last season, returns it for a touchdown. That is huge for our defense. And then 3 and out. There we go. But then we fumble the ball. We muff it. And UK gets it right back. But we hold them again, and they miss the field goal. That is a gigantic one for us. Let's see if we can't march down the field here and pick up some points. Hey, there we go. Jack Lewis, 26-yard pass on 3rd and long. And then an 11-yard pass. Let's keep that ball moving. Keeping them on their toes here. 2nd and 5. There we go. Mitchell catches it for 12 yards. Trying again. Doesn't get us there. We're going to try tight end attack this time. Oh, that doesn't work. Let's go back to the tight end under. There we go. We get close enough for a field goal. 17-7. We'll take that. 3rd and 1. They get there. Oh, yep, here they go, moving the ball, and they get it right back. We're going to try to keep the ball out of their hands. 30-yard pass from Landry right there. And now we're getting there. Okay, 1st and 10. Let's try the bubble screen here. Picked up 4. We can't complain with that. Now we're going to try with a little option. Read option weak. There we go. Landry gets 7 yards on it. Now he picks up 15 when he throws to Moses. 2nd and goal. We can't get there. 3rd and goal at the 8. Let's try the tight end under. Crossing over there, and it's an interception by Antonio Price for a touchback. Just as I thought we were going to get it right before the half. Okay, 17-14 at the half. The defense has done much, much better. Can't complain with that. Let's try a shorter pass instead. Doesn't work. Oh, there we go. Jack Lewis breaking it. They do struggle against the pass, don't they? We're going to try an outside stretch play. There we go. Caught him off guard on 3rd down. 10 yards by Reed Madden. We're 3 yards out, and then Vincent Landry takes it in himself. We're up 10 points. There we go. We're going back to our old style of trying to milk the clock as much as we can. And we're able to stop them. They punted at that one, and we get the ball back. Let's try a little ISO. We haven't done that one in a while. 2nd and 8. We're going to try to catch them off guard with a flanker curl. There we go. Jack Lewis, 19-yard pass. The passing game is the way to go against this team, it looks like. 3rd and 2. Let's do that smash outside run. There we go. Now we can go back to our medium tight end under, and it doesn't get us anywhere, but the dive does get us the 3rd and 2. We're going to try the fullback dive, and there we go. Reed Madden picks up the 2 yards needed. 3rd and 4. Let's go with a curl combo. Hey, there we go. Adrian Torres, 12-yard pass, and we've got the ball moving for us. We are in field goal range, so the key here is to make sure we pick up those points if we can. Okay, 27-14. That's a big field goal for us from 42 yards out. But they come right down the field, roaring down there. 2nd, 3rd and goal, 4th and goal. We got the goal line stand to hold them to the field goal. 7 minutes left on the clock. Let's see if we can take more off. 6.5 minutes left on the clock. We're going to run the ball. 2nd and 7 doesn't work. 3rd and 6. There we go. Jack Lewis is bound. 2nd and 7. 3:40 left. 3rd and 8. We're going to go with our tight end under. And it works. Thomas Coleman, 12-yard pass from Landry. And we are moving along. 3rd and 7. 7-yard pass gets it. And now we are at victory formation. Well done, guys. Well done. That is a huge win for this team on what has been a struggle so far this season. Didn't run the ball very well. 2.5 yards per run. Not the best, but Landry carried us with the passing game. Getting it done. We kept the defense off the field. The big one that we got where Daly returned the touchdown pass, or returned the fumble for the touchdown. That's what we needed. Maybe this is a turning point and we can take this momentum into the rest of the conference schedule because we already have that one loss to Toledo. It's going to make it tough to hit that conference championship again. Ohio's going to be a big one. Right now, they're the ones leading the division, and so we're going to need to go through them and beat them. And we have new injuries, unfortunately. Running back, we cannot afford to have. Offensive line, we have a little bit more, but they're thankfully minor injuries. So the goal is to win 9 games. We've got that still in our sights. Ohio is still ahead of us, but we do play them later. We'll come back for that game. That one might be our big game. So let's jump ahead to that one, and hopefully we'll make some progress along the way this time and run the table if we can. Western Michigan's going to be, rating-wise, we've got a good shot at doing that. So let's find out. Okay, we are ready for that Ohio game, and we are ranked 60th. They are tied with us. This is the game we need to get to that MAC championship because right now we are 7-3. We squeaked by Bowling Green after 6 turnovers, 5 fumbles in the rain, came back and crushed Western Kentucky, lost to Air Force, and then 8-1 UMass, we were able to knock them off. It was close. We came from behind to do so, but now we're going up against Ohio. And this is the one that's going to determine our season path probably. Now, they have been very good defensively, but their strength of schedule is 120th. So ours is 92nd. Not that that's saying much. So we don't know offensively at what we've got. We're going to focus on the passing game. Actually, you know what? You're going to focus on the rushing game because we need to be able to run the ball and control it. And we are going to try to stop the run because they have been phenomenal at running the ball. Depth chart wise, we're ready to go. We've got most of our guys back ready to go. We've had a few decent recruits as far as commitments go. Here's what we've got. A plus 4-star linebacker. We were able to win. A B plus big leg kicker who's a 78 overall already. We've got a B linebacker, C plus. We've gone back to our roots. We've got a couple gems in here, and we are looking like we've got a team that in the future will continue to build off itself. I kind of lost way whenever we started to get some wins there. We are 3.5-point favorites. Even series split 4-4. They beat us last time 34-30. We're going to seek our revenge this time. Hopefully win this in-state rivalry and send us to the top of the MAC and get us to that championship game. And the good thing is it's 3-0 to start it, and then we right off the bat can't throw the ball. That's not a good sign. So we're going to try to keep the ball on the run ground just to pick up a few yards, play the field position game to start off. And Ohio is not having it, and they are going to march down the field and take the points, unfortunately. So let's try running the ball again. That was much better that time. We focused on the run, so we're going to try to give our guys the ball and do what we can there. Mix it up a little bit. 2nd and 7. There we go. The tight end, Vincent Landry, he is our guy. QB power. He had a big game against UMass running the ball, so maybe he will do the same for us here. Play action on 2nd and goal. There we go. Tight end Cooper Abeta from Vincent Landry, and we've got it tied up. But already here they come. 3rd and 18. That's a big one, and we get the interception. Spencer Parake. And now we're able to maybe get the ball back down the field. A little play action on 1st down worked wonders there. No, what am I doing? We don't do that play. Outside zone, that's what we want. 2nd and 5. I think that calls for a fullback. There we go. 3rd and 2, and we get there. Benjamin Flanagan, 12-yard rush. McLaughlin, 2nd and goal. 3rd and goal, and we get nothing, but we do take away the field goal, so a lead is a lead. We'll take it, and we get the ball right back. 9.5 minutes left. Let's try chewing the clock, taking it down on the first half if we can. Never mind. Okay, now let's try to do that. While watching it, that we don't run out of time, though, because we have done that in the past. 3rd and 8. Let's go with another medium pass. We're going to try the inside cross. At 3rd and 8, doesn't work. He's sacked for a loss. We're going to go back to try to move the ball down the field ourselves here. A little up-tempo. We got 2 timeouts. Let's see if we can move the ball. 1st and 10. Now we're on the 37. Another short pass. There we go. We get into field goal range. 44 yards, and we miss it. That is a tough one to miss. He's been hitting 52-yarders and 48-yarders, and so that is disappointing. In good weather, no less. The crowd is raucous. Not enough to stop them from a touchdown. Let's not lose our way here. Let's get back to running the ball. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. Fabian Moses. That works. Let's try the QB run. QB power. It was big for us last time. 10-yard rush right there. We're doing it again. 7 yards that time. Outside run. We're going to try the halfback stretch. There we go. Reed Madden for 14 yards. And then they stop us on a 46-yarder is good. So he just needed to go a little bit farther, apparently. The QB power doesn't work that time. A play action does work. Well, actually, let's keep it on the ground. 1st and 10. We are trying to find ourselves into field goal range. It is getting close. 3rd and 7. Let's try that tight end under. It's our go-to, and it works. Terrell McLaughlin is found for it. Let's try the option now. QB run's been overdone a little bit. So the read option works. Landry just keeps it himself there. We're on the 20. Keep moving. We are in field goal range. This is a tough one. Let's go with the tight end under. Does it work? It does not. We pick up a 2-point lead. Now it's up to the defense, and we get a fumble recovery. Well done, guys. But we need to get this. 3rd and 8 doesn't get it, and we have to punt the ball right back. But they are 3 and out, so let's try to use the clock to our advantage and see if we can't get the ball down the field. Oh, no, we fumbled it right off the bat. Turnovers are key, and we missed field goal. There we go. Now we're going to try to chew that clock. There we go. Reed Madden with a 53-yard rush, and then the QB power doesn't get us much. Stretch play gets us 1st and goal. This is what we want. We're going to try the power read. Oh, doesn't work for us. The bubble screen doesn't work either. So let's try that Lance middle. And there we go. Jack Lewis with a 7-yard pass from Vincent Landry. We are up 9. 3:40 left to go in the game. Can we stop them at 4th and 7? And they get through, but 2 minutes left. 2nd and 14, 1st and goal, 40 seconds left, 38 seconds left, 2-point game. Failed the onside kick, and we take the knee. Big win for Akron. Vincent Landry, 2 touchdowns, got sacked 3 times, but the running game, Madden had a massive game, but 50 of those yards were from one run. Lewis is one. He's had a great season for us so far. Hoping he comes back. Or same with Moses. And if Landry could just come back for one more season with those guys, man, that'd be set. So big win for us. Advancing through. So we now are in the driver's seat completely at 7-1 in the conference, 8-3 overall. We've got one more game, I believe, to try to get ourselves into that MAC championship game and see if we can't do it. We are not going to be in the running for anything beyond that, I don't believe. We got our cornerback back. Let's see what we've got as far as, we missed out on this one. We have spent some NIL money trying to get some of these guys. Not these guys specifically, but we have been trying. These were ones that were too far out of reach for us, and so we weren't going to worry about. So let's take a look at the standings. We are ranked 49th, not horrible. And we got one game left, Kent State, in-state rival again. It's a team that hopefully we can defeat. They have been torn up on the ground. So we're going to try to run the ball on them, and we are going to try to stop the run on them. But hopefully when we get back on this, you'll see us in the MAC championship game trying to pick up another conference championship. Okay, we have finished the season just fine, barely squeaking out against Kent State in overtime, 30-27, and we go up against Toledo, who stomped us before. But I was looking back at the game, and we did okay starting out. We were up 28-14, 28-7 at one point. What we have to be careful for is they were running the ball really well against us, so we are going to have to stop that run. When we look at the team, they are a run team. They have, as far as opponents' rushing yards per game, they've been horrible. Passing yards per game, they've been good. So we need to run the ball because they are better running the ball than they are passing the ball as well. So what we're going to do to set up this practice, we're going to focus on running, and we're going to focus on stopping the run and see how that does and see if we can maybe finish what we started last time. Our depth chart's looking good. We do have Jack Lewis, unfortunately, went out, but we've got 2 other guys who can back him up, and we got a senior and a sophomore. We've got guys who can play behind him. We're going to be focusing on running the ball anyways this time. So let's see if we can get that 10th win and hit that diamond donor spot. We're ranked 47th. Maybe it gives us a shot at a pretty good bowl game, but we got to win this thing first. When we look at the previous ones, we've won it once. Beat Eastern Michigan 28-12, 4 years ago now. We've lost the last 2 years that we've made it. So we're trying to buck that trend. Toledo has beaten us the last 2 times. We've squeaked by them twice, and we're going to hope that we can do that again this time here. So let's get into this and see what we've got. So we get to start with the ball, and let's do let's start with the pass. Okay, we started off with the pass, and the QB power worked just fine. A power read. Landry, I noticed, has picked up his speed, so we want to try to take advantage of that. 2nd and 12, they already know they got us. But there we go. Fabian Moses gets it there. We're going to try an outside run on the stretch. Oh, 3rd and 1. Let's try that fullback dive. There we go. Reed Madden, 6-yard rush, and now we get sacked. Halfback draw, though, gets us all 18 yards back. Actually, let's do the stretch run. 2nd and 6 from the 7. Let's try an inside zone. We haven't done it yet. And Reed Madden, 7 yards. There we go. We got the touchdown on the first drive. Let's see if we can stop them. And we do. 4th and 2. We get the ball. Nice 31-yard return as well to get us to the 36. Let's try a little play action. Doesn't work. Gets deflected. So let's keep it on the ground. There we go. Picked up 9. And we picked up another 2. Let's keep this going. Let's try a read option. Triple option. There we go. And then the QB power gets us up there 9 more yards. Let's keep this ball on the ground. We're going old school smash mouth Akron football here. There we go, shutting them down. But we did that last time too, so we want to make sure we continue to do so. And as I say that, we're going to start chewing the clock a little bit. Cutting down 3rd and 3. There we go. Cutting down on their opportunities to do anything back with the ball. The Jets sweep, 13-yard rush and a triple option gets us closer on the 5. Wyatt Morrison with a 5-yard run sticks it in the end zone, and we've got a 21-0 lead, and we just stopped them again. McLaughlin with the 11-yard reception. 3rd and 7. Let's go with our bread and butter on the mediums, tight end under, and it does not work. But again, the defense is outstanding, stomping them back. Let's try running the ball again. Doesn't work there, but the drag doesn't work. Oh, here they come. Nope, we stop them. Let's go back to see if we can actually move the ball down the field a little bit. There we go. 1st and 10. A scramble by Landry. Let's try a deep shot, see if we can get down there. And we do. Fabian Moses, 35-yard pass. We are at the... it is 1st and 10 at the 16. We have 1 timeout left. We're going to try to pass the ball. Doesn't work. Try another one. Little screen pass. Oh, that picks us 3rd and 5. Tight end stick doesn't get it. 28-yard field goal, 24-0. That's what we like to see. They do get the ball back, but we're up 24. We're going to go ahead and start chewing the clock when we get a chance as well. And we get the chance right off the bat because our team, the defense, is showing up big time. So let's just keep the ball on the ground, use that clock a little bit more, since we're probably going to have to punt it away, and the defense is just in command over there. We want that power option. 2nd and 12 doesn't get us much. 3rd and 7 doesn't either, but we keep them pinned back. Used more time off the clock. They're using a lot of time as they're coming down the field. 3rd and goal, and they do finally get in to cut that lead. But we are up 17. And we have, oh my goodness, we can't move the ball all of a sudden. Things have switched. But there we go. The defense, again, showing up strong. Let's try running the ball. Little slants there. I agree with that. Now we need to go back to running it. Halfback stretch. 2nd and 1. Let's go with our weak. Zone weak. There we go. 1 yard. That's all we got. Play action pass pick scrambles for 8. Madden picks up 9 there. The QB power gets nothing. The slants gets nothing. The Texas play gets nothing. 12 minutes left from a MAC championship and an interception. Colton Latham, 19 yards, and we're on the 9-yard line. Let's get this in, and we do. Reed Madden with a 6-yard run. 31-7 should be all she wrote. Let's just let that run the clock. There we go. Vincent Landry on 4th down. The running paid off. 34-7. That is fantastic. And look at that. Rush yards. They averaged 6 yards an attempt the first game. Only 4 this time, and we averaged 4.5. We only passed for 121 yards. Old school Akron football. 10 of 24. Not good, but Reed Madden did his thing. Can't be more proud of him. Good job, guys. We got our 2nd conference championship of our career, and things are looking good for the Akron Zips. We got our 10-win season yet again. MAC champions. There we go. Let's see. Did we get up there? 25th? No, we did not. Just reveal them all. Not us. Not there. Who got the qualification from... Oh, Navy did. 12-1. Wow. Who did they play? Right, number 4. Kudos to them. Well done. Where are we at? We're at the Fenway Bowl against another ACC team, North Carolina. So that's what we expect. But we will gladly take that. Jack Lewis is back. Let's see if we get any signings. We do not get that one. We do get Garrett Romero, tight end, only C+ potential. A little disappointing, but we needed him. Oh, we missed out on a good one there. This is one we really wanted to get, and we do get him. We went all in from the beginning with him. B+ potential, 70 overall, high school freshman coming in there for us. And Tennessee beats us out on that one, as was expected. We just took a flyer at that guy. Picked up a big safety, though. And now we look at the preview, This is a game that we have won once. We won it last year. We've lost it by both times by 3 points, the game. So it is a close one. North Carolina has not been in this one. Have we played North Carolina? There's Navy. Who did Navy beat? What's their strength of schedule? 91st. So they beat nobody. They're going to get trounced, most likely. But hey, you know what? Doesn't matter. We're in a bowl game. Things are looking good. We hit all of these except for the linebacker earning all conference. But I was looking. I think we shouldn't have a problem getting that. 41st. We will gladly take that. Okay, so let's get ready and let's move to the Fenway Bowl. Well, let's start with our Heisman Memorial Trophy winners, and let's see to start off. Colin Hobson from Notre Dame, the quarterback. Then we got a wide receiver from Ohio State, quarterback from LSU, running back from Arkansas, and quarterback from Ohio State. Good grief, they are just unbelievable. Who wins it? And Emmanuel Wyatt, senior from Ohio State. Did we get anybody getting any votes? Of course not. Worth a shot. Okay, let's go to the award winners page. Oh, wait, we forgot to look at our own award winners. That's what we wanted. Akron. Look at this. We have an All-American, Alexis McDowell. Good job, man. 27 pancakes, 3 sacks allowed. Second team All-American. We've got lots of all-conference. Did we get a linebacker? We did. First team, second team. We got 3 linebackers on there. That is a nice haul for us. And that is a check mark for all of those. Good job. So now we're ready for North Carolina. And against North Carolina, let's take a look at their schedule. They've done really well. They don't sack the quarterback very much. Opponents rushing yards per game, 49th. Passing yards per game, so we need to focus on passing the ball. They pass the ball and run the ball both fairly well. So there is no shortcut to that. Oh, let's take a look at the recruits. Did we pick any up? Lost one to Navy. Lost one to Marshall. Oh, my goodness. Hey, there we go. Snuck in one there, a B64 cornerback from Spencerville, Indiana. We'll take that one. We like that. Got another B-plus tight end from Stockdale, Texas, following Coach Taylor from his high school roots. St. Petersburg, Florida sends us somebody. A linebacker with B-plus potential. Again, potential is what we want. If we can start stealing away those other ones, big-time players, great, but we just don't have the recruiting talent at the moment. It just doesn't exist. Our pitches just get us nothing compared to other things. We're not going to worry about the kicker. We will go after this guy, A-. Nobody else has offered him anything. We got a shot at stealing him. Already jumped up quite a bit on that one. These are all guys I'd love to see, but won't get any of them. We will get these two, I hope, put some NIL money to make sure we do, and we'll see how that goes. I do want to take a quick look at McDowell here. He was a 3-star, number 163 offensive lineman overall, came to us in a red shirt, and then he's been playing ever since. His attributes, so we can get the kind of idea, he came in as a 65 with B potential. Sat out that year, moved up to 72, and boom, 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 there he goes. And he has been a starter for at least 3 seasons for us. That's really good to see. Okay, let's adjust the depth chart. Make sure we get our man back up here, Jack Lewis, move him back up, get him back up to the top. He is a sophomore. He's doing fantastic, and let's get ready for this. We are going to have to focus on passing the ball this week. And we are going to try, they are a pass first, so we're going to limit short passing, see if we can do that and see if that works out for us. Okay, can we get another bowl win? And against a good team at that. We have not played them before. 10-3 Akron. Let's show them what we are made of. We've struggled on the non-conference, and we are playing on a rainy day. We have not done well in the rain. 3rd and 5 gets us nowhere. 4th and 5. Oh, there they go. But they fumbled the ball right off the bat, and we fumbled it back. That's disappointing. Get on it, guys. Come on. Get after him, coach. And they come marching down the field. And we come throwing the ball. There we go. Get something. Let's try the stretch play. Doesn't work. 2nd and 7 gets us something. There we go. Moving the ball. That one failed. Let's try a bubble screen. Gets us 4. Then we get their 17-yard pass. We're on the 11-yard line. Let's try a little ISO. On the 2, a QB sneak gets us in there. Vincent Landry, a 2-yard run, and we are tied up. Interception. Jamari Kaufman, our safety, who's a junior but looking at going pro. I hope he doesn't. I hope we can convince him to stay because he is a rock back there. I say that as he gets nothing back there to stop. But, man, if he could anchor that for us, we'd be set next year. And the fumble, we are turning the ball over way too easy, guys. Let's try a read option. That doesn't get us anywhere. It doesn't get us anywhere. And we get a whole lot of nothing from that one. We need the running game flowing again next year. And we should have the players to be able to do it. The line is going to be deep. There we go. Adrian Torres from Vincent Landry. We were able to throw the ball on him that time. Keep him out. There we go. Interception again by Zion Helms. Now we're going to throw the ball here. We have 1 timeout. Let's see if we can get there. 2nd and 2. Play action pass. Doesn't get us anywhere. Okay. Down 3 at the half. They get the ball. And we can't stop them. A 46-yard pass sails by us, and that is not going to be good enough for us, guys. There we go. Let's throw the ball back down the field. That's been working for us. We need the defense to stand firm, and they're not doing it quite yet. We are struggling to stop them on the defensive end. Let's try the stick. There we go. Jet sweep doesn't get us anywhere. And then an RPO doesn't work either. Hey, there we go. Another interception. Colton Latham. We are causing turnovers, but getting nothing in return for them. So we need to figure out how to capitalize on these. 2nd and 8 from the 33. Let's try that read option weak. There we go. Landry keeps it himself for 9 yards. And then a pass to Fabian Moses. We are neck and neck. 3 points out. 24-21. Can the defense hold 4th and 9? And they missed the field goal. Here we go. Play action pass to start. Doesn't do a thing for us. Let's try to read option play. There we go. Wyatt Morrison with 17 yards. The QB power gets us 9. The bubble works. A read option again does nothing, though. Let's go back to our tight end under. Picks us up 9. The blunt drive doesn't get us anywhere. We're going to try that fullback dive strong. We're on the 30. Actually, how far away are we? Field goal, 60% chance. Let's take it. There we go. We tied it up. Probably could have kept going, but there we go. A fumble. Russell Myers recovers, and now we have a chance to get this thing. Let's go to a chew the clock formation. Oh, we have to punt. Go back to auto. That failed miserably. A 31-yard touchdown run. Landry, this is why we brought you in, so you could orchestrate something like this, and it fails, and they get another touchdown, and the game is over. We couldn't make it 4 bowl wins in a row. No shame in that one, guys. We played well. 6 sacks on Landry. That is too many. But to get 3 interceptions, how many total turnovers? They had 5 turnovers, and we couldn't win that game. That is disappointing, but not completely unexpected. Okay, so now we're going to get to the end of the season, see who wins the national championship, and see where we're at in the offseason and if we've made any gains. Before we do, let's see if we get any of these recruits. We get one, our A- tight end potential guy, and an A- tight end potential. 2 guys I'm proud to get in there. So there we go, and let's see if somebody can knock off Ohio State, or if our rival that we're aiming for wins yet another national championship. Well, here we are in Notre Dame, number 1 versus number 2 Georgia. Notre Dame takes it, and that was a big win for the Fighting Irish, and I don't see Navy drop to 10. What happened to them? Stomped by Ohio State in the quarterfinals. Wow. We knew it wasn't going to be that good. They were probably overrated. We finished 40th, 10-4, hit our expectations. AD loves us. Gained a little bit more on the fan base. Gained more prestige, or more integrity. We kept all our promises. That's what we want to see. And with that, we're going to see what we've got as far as coaching goes. Hopefully, things are going to go our way and we'll be able to keep our guys. Head coaching, we've already maxed out our recruiting and our training, so let's put another one into defense there. Offensive coordinator gets nothing. Our defensive coordinator does. We've already got the max in there, so we're going to add to, I guess, recruiting. No, we're going to add to training. Yep. Who knows? We're going to be able to keep these guys anyways because we're getting better, and it's at the point where every couple of years they're going to want to go on to somewhere else. He wants to keep his options open, our offensive coordinator, but here we've got a chance with our defensive coordinator. Let's do cannot be fired. They can't leave. Coach leaves to another school. The team signed the contract. Was he insurance? Okay, we're going to do this one. So we at least get something back for him. He's probably going to leave, unfortunately. We'll see if we can keep him. Who's interested in us? Oklahoma State, Tennessee, Indiana, Navy. We could take them. But we are not jumping ship. We're staying where we're at. Stay with them. We're making enough money here. We've got unfinished business. So Navy is poaching. Oh, he's poaching. They're poaching our offensive coordinator. No. Okay. That really stinks. Well, let's see. Got an 8 right there. 3 in recruiting. We might go after Pedro Meta. What's his things? Wide receivers gains +3 in speed and evasion, and offensive line gets pass blocking. Ugh. Here's another good one. 6 in the recruiting, but his... Oh, here we go. 10 recruiting, 6 in training. He's got 6 things already. Recruiting pitches to offensive linemen yield 50 extra points. QBs gain evasion. Cerebral skill players, +2 ball carrier vision. All skill players get +2 catching and route running. Extra offensive coordinator training. And recruiting pitches to players with elusive back archetypes. He might be our go-to. Or because the Marshall guy just doesn't have any training ability. I think we're going to go with this. He's run first. We're going to have a lot of synergy at least. Let's go after Edwin Lucas. We're going to go with a double lock in case he is very good. If not, we'll suffer with him for 2 seasons. So we can match this up. That's going to help us get a bonus. We're going to be a little bit weaker. May have to take a little bit more play calling ourselves until Edwin Lucas can get better. But he's already so good here. And we did switch to balanced man on the defense. At the end, I forgot to say that before we went against Toledo. That seemed to work pretty well. That's what he likes. We had a lot of man coverage guys. We can change that aspect. So we're going to keep that the same. And hopefully things go well for us as far as that goes. Players leaving. Landry is leaving us. Oh, that stinks. And we do have a chance to convince Damari Kaufman to stay. Oh, goodness. Let's, what is our safety looking like if he leaves? We have an 80 C-. Oh, nope. They're all leaving. Yep. Okay. We will pay you, sir, because we need you. Nobody else is going to be there. We are going to take a hit. Quarterbacks, we're going to have freshmen dueling it out, but our running backs are going to get much better with a lot of depth. We're going to have the sophomore, where wide receivers, tight ends are going to be better for the first time. Offensive line is going to be solid. Defensive line, everything else is going to get better. Cornerbacks are all going to improve, but we're going to need to go get a cornerback. We've got our safety again. So cornerbacks and quarterback is what we need to look for in the portal. If we get those, we'll be okay. All right. We're going to pay him. So we got 2 guys we have to get, a cornerback and a quarterback. Try to get them in if they're out there. And then we'll just see what else is out there that wants to come our way and best ones. But let's see who's transferring first, because we may have to cough up more NIL money to keep some of those guys. We have a lot of depth, which means a lot of them might want to leave. So let's start with our quarterbacks. Nobody wants to leave. That's good, because we're going to need them all. Who's going to improve the most? This guy Willie Shepard looks like his quarterback IQ is the best. He probably has the head start there. How many scholarships? We have 84 scholarships. Could cut this guy. He is a C potential redshirt freshman. We already have guys who are way better. Let's do that. Free up another spot. Wide receivers. What's it going to take? 25 targets. 1, 2, 3. He could. 50% of snaps. That's not going to happen. Let's try for 25 targets for him. Everybody else, we're good. We can let him go. We'll keep everyone else, I think. Yeah, let him leave. That will free up another spot, maybe. Oh, Camden Pollard, F-. And we've got all these guys coming in. Yeah, sir, you've got to go. This one is, we'll keep him for now. We might come back to him, get rid of him. Offensive line, would love to keep you around, sir. So we've got lots of guys. This guy, he's got guys behind him that are all going to be chomping at the bit to play as well. Don't think he's crucial. 3, 4 guys ahead of him. These two are right there with him. Yeah, we're not going to worry about him. We'll let him go. Kickers. Okay. This guy could go because we just brought in this one. He's so good. Let's just cut him. Frees up another slot. We don't need that many kickers. Defensive line. We're going to keep that defensive line going. I like what we have defensively with potential. If we can keep that kind of potential, we'll always be able to replace, but we got to keep going there. Cornerback is a must. We got Kaufman there. He's going to be joined by a freshman who could be pretty solid right off the bat, but quarterback, safety, and cornerback are the must-haves. We got 3 scholarships, so this means we are going to have to make another cut. I don't really want to cut one of those running backs. I don't know who's going to become our better one. As far as tight ends go, we've already cut the one. I think we can cut him as well. Offensive line, he is going to go. That's okay with us. Anybody else down here who's just not going to see the light of day, this guy here we'll get rid of. Free up these slots if we possibly can. Anybody down here, there we go. Let's cut him. C potential player, C plus potential player. Probably not going to get it done with all these other guys. We are taking a little hit on the coach integrity scale, but that's okay. We need to. So we still have money. We've got plenty of integrity. That's what we've been making those promises. We've been keeping them. 25 targets is going to be a little bit tough to keep, but let's see who goes in the draft. Does Vincent Landry go in the first round like he was expected? He did. He went 5th overall. Good job, sir. And who else? Alexis Medal went in the 5th round, 3rd in the 5th round. So that's not too bad. And Hall of Fame inductees, nobody for us. Ring of Honor. Did we induct Landry? We should have. No, McDowell, though, gets in. Landry does not get in. He held like 18 school records. Wyatt Morrison. Good job. Most fumbles in a season and in a game. He fumbled 4 times against Bowling Green. It was raining that day. To be fair, look at this. Landry has all of these. He's not going in our Ring of Honor. That makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, well, now it's time for the offseason recruiting, so let me take care of that, and then we'll be back to see the training camp results and make our schedule and see what we get as far as improving the program. Well, we'll see what we get. Once again, we're going to try to steal another quarterback from Ohio State, Dustin Hunt. He wanted to come to us. He's out of Asheville, Pennsylvania. Look at that. He is 78 arm strength, 84 accuracy, 82 QB already as a redshirt freshman. We're going to hope we got him. We did. We had to spend $2.76 million to get him, but it worked. It was a good thing. Now, this is one I really wanted, these two cornerbacks. We ended up putting all the money towards this one because we could only had enough for one. We're not going to get him. We didn't put any. This is one that we were going for, trying to eke out ahead, and we did barely. Had to spend $2 million, but we needed a cornerback badly, which means did we get our offensive lineman? We did. $500,000. It was a cheap one, but that's a good freshman offensive lineman. This is one I was also hoping to get, but he was going to cost too much, so we didn't get to go in on him. Here's one that we've been going after with West Virginia the whole time. We put another $350,000 into him, and we still lost. Oh, that one hurts. We were ahead the whole time. That's safety I was looking forward to having. Defensive lineman, we didn't have enough money to put into him. Offensive line here, we didn't win that one either. That's another high school recruit I thought we were going to get. Here's a defensive line transfer we couldn't put any money towards, so he was going to go for that. We could have used that money elsewhere, it looks like. This is one we're not going to win. Another one we didn't get a chance to have a shot at. The kicker, maybe. Nah, we already have a better one coming in anyways. And these are two cornerbacks we took a shot at the end to try to see if we could get, but we didn't have any money left to put anything in. We were hoping nobody would go for them. Instead, we would have got them, but we get hit with the no NIL deal penalty. So we did get one cornerback. That's better than nothing. And our recruiting class is pretty doggone good. So I wonder if we're up above the hundreds this time. Probably not. 99, there we go. This may be our best recruiting class yet by the numbers as far as that goes. I'm happy with what we have. I think we've done well. We stayed at 5 stars. We are so close to moving up to 6 stars. One more good season should do it. That's a big jump that we had. If we get up to 6 prestige, that would be huge for us. So we are going to max out the NIL again to 11 million. That helps us in the transfer portal. Resolve our debt. Make sure everything as far... Oh, nope, that's not what we wanted. Maintenance. Cover the maintenance. Put a little bit into everything and then see if we can't improve something along the way. So we're going to do 2 million into everything and then see if something can be improved, because at this point, whatever we can improve is going to help us. So we cannot get up to level 7 on the stadium. We can on the facilities. It's going to cost us a lot. College life can't get there. Marketing can not get there either. And academics can get there. It won't cost us as much. So that would also increase the boosters having a chance to be gold or diamond, and our gains are better. We get a boost to the academics for recruiting because right now they're horrible. Or we get another boost to our player development in the off season and just sit back on the academics for one more season. I think we're going to do that. We're going to boost that as much as we can. And then we'll put $1 million into each of these others, with the rest going into academics. So our facilities now, we get 12.25% bonus to player development in the offseason. Base gain of 2 for preseason trainings, that's the same, but 38% scout for recruit camp visits. That's not the biggest deal. The biggest deal is that we get facilities are better for recruits now, and we get the 12% bonus to development in the offseason, which will help us maximize all those potential players we're recruiting. Next season, we'll probably increase the academics. That'll be even less to get there. We're going to have to spend less than $11.9 million to get there, it looks like. And that'll help us in that. Marketing's getting closer to, not really. All these others are quite a bit of ways away, but the rest are getting better and better. We just need to move conferences. We've got to upgrade to get there. That was a huge money-making season for us, $59 million. Even losing, just participating there, conference winner was another $2 million. So we need to do that again. We need to get to bigger bowl. We've got to find a way to get into the playoffs. And I think if we can get good offseason gains, this could be the time for that to happen. None of our boosters are lost. That's good news. We should be able to get to prestige of 6 next time. We are coming up on realignment after 2035. So after 2 more seasons, We've got to make sure we are the front runners to do so because the others are down to 4 stars. Syracuse has dropped. Us in Ohio, if we can get to 6 and stay there, we should see a bump. And hopefully a bump up to like Big 12 ACC level. That'd be the biggest as far as money goes. I don't know if we'll get there or not, but we'll find out. So as far as the schedule, Kentucky, they're paying us nothing. We have to fulfill by 2039. We could go ahead against somebody. Wake Forest, we could schedule again Ohio State. Iowa State's kind of enticing. Fresno State out of the Pac-12. How did they do last season? 9-4, 33rd overall. Pick up some money. Or, you know what? Let's just... We got crushed by Wake Forest last year, actually. Let's change that. Let's do the UNLV. No, they're still pretty good. I want to go against somebody decent, but giving us a shot to win. But I don't want to pay anybody to do that. What about UConn? 10-3. Goodness, these teams are good. San Diego State. 6-7. There we go. That's what we want. Number 78. We got Kentucky. Air Force are solid. The rest of the teams aren't very good outside of Ohio and Toledo. Well, who knows? They could be a lot better. Syracuse is going to be dangerous. Buffalo's always dangerous. So we'll see what that has in store. We're not going to be picking up any money this season, but we cleared 2 of our contracts, and that will open up the way to maybe go against Ohio State the following year. I'm just a little nervous about what we've got. Everything there is what we're just keeping things the way they were. And let's get ready for the next season. First, we're going to check our training results and see where that does before we wrap this episode up. Well, let's take a look at the offseason gains. This is what we've been waiting for, and already that's really good for Alexander Hansen. So let's see what we've got in the quarterbacks. Dustin Hunt gained 6 coming in from Ohio State. His accuracy increased a bunch. Oh, look at this. Willie Shepard's getting a lot better. So it was Willie Shepard was going to be our starter until Mr. Accuracy here, Dustin Hunt, comes in. We'll see if we've got enough. Running backs did not see the gains I was hoping, but these guys got it done last year, and now they're a little bit better this year. The depth back here is encouraging if they can actually reach their potential. Wide receivers, solid wide receiver core. Really like the depth at the wide receiver. Tight end, it is the best we've had as far as having 3 here with freshmen that can step up down the road maybe to rotate in. These guys I don't see leaving early. Offensive line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys, 80 or better. One of them is a redshirt freshman. That is good news because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seniors ready to go. But 1, 2, 3 are 280 guys ready to go. These guys should get up to around 80 the next season if we keep them. We've got a good pipeline of offensive linemen. Kickers, not worry too much there. Our freshman here, he's going to redshirt. He's already going to be really good down the road, but he's not going to get on Matthews' spot. Defensive line is going to be much better this year. 3 guys in the 80s. That's kind of the number we want to at least hit. Jacob Denny had a nice big increase. Linebacker getting better and better with a lot of potential down there. And we've got our cornerbacks. Not the worst. Definitely not the best right here. This is for the future right here. And if he stays next season, we'll at least have a solid depth to us. And then safeties, we've got Jamari Kaufman still there, which is good. He's covering for the rest. But the rest of the guys are actually pretty decent with a lot of potential down the road. So not the worst. We'll install this game plan. So we are sitting at 8 if we do our max and 10 for the bonus. So we aren't quite as high as we'd like to get. The offensive tempo, we're going to go slower again. That seems to work for us. We're going to focus on quick passes. We're going to... Now we're just going to keep that balanced. And I think we're good as far as that goes. He is accurate. So maybe that will help us out. And if we go a little slower, helps the defense, and that could do well for us because this is overall some of the best numbers we've had. But protecting that defense, especially the secondary, is going to be very important. So if we can be very efficient with running the ball, this run blocking is excellent. Actually, the line as a whole is. So if we can be efficient, things could go well for the next season. So now it is time to get ready for that next season. This season, I'd say, was a success. So I want to thank you all for joining me on this one. Come back next week as we take another dive and try to take another step forward. Can we get back into the top 25 rankings again and make a push for the college football playoff? That is the question that we're going to have going into season 10, which I think we have the team that is a well-rounded team to be able to make that push. The question is, will the voters see it and will we be able to make it? So thank you again for joining me. Take care, and we'll see you on the next episode.